everyone. This video is twofold, and I want to go ahead and squash a few makeup misconceptions, and then I want to tell you about having fun with makeup with a particular store. So, basically all I want to say really and truly is take all of your makeup rules and throw them away. A makeup rule is simply advice from someone else that when you hear it enough or you think about it too hard, you apply it and believe it's the only way. And there is not just one way to do anything. So don't think that you can't wear purple lipstick. I like it. I really like it a lot. And don't think that, you can't wear Studio Fix fluid and Studio Fix powder at the same time, because Studio Fix powder is a foundation and you can't put two foundations on top of each other. Why? Why? Or why can't you use a foundation? Why do you have to use a foundation and a concealer? Why can't you just use foundation as concealer? Why can't you? Or when MAC says don't put glitter near your eye. Okay, they do that so that you don't, they're not liable for you getting injured. If you get a little piece of glitter in your eye and you, scratch your cornea or something, and you sue them, that'll be a problem. But at least they say, it's their advice, it's their safety net per se. So if you're going to secure the glitter, if you're going to wear it and you know that it's not going to fall and you can't, hurt yourself, then I say go for it. I'm not a fan of makeup rules, and that's something that I've always wanted to break. There are some things I don't particularly like that people do. I think it's tacky as hell when I see somebody with black lip liner on. I think that's sickening. Except for YSL. I think that was the fall 2008 collection where everybody had the black bangs down to here and like smolder on their lips. Or when Billy B did the blondes for fall 2008, I believe that's what it was. And everyone had he had the black creased and the black lips. That was sick. That was sick. Don't do that every day. Clearly, that is not okay. But on the runway, it was just complete. So, yeah. But there are a lot of things that aren't the sexiest. I'm still seeing people walking around with like this brick colored foundation and a streak across their cheek, and I'm like, why are y'all doing this to yourselves and to the people that have to look at you? But it's just about playing around and practicing makes perfect, because I sit in this mirror right here and practice a lot and just play and see things. So please just take guides or advice with a grain of salt and modify them if you need to. And I think that would make the beauty world a happier place. And don't think that there is a color that you cannot wear, because I still am getting messages like, well, I'm your complexion, but green just doesn't look well on me. If you practice and you work on your technique, you'll make a way. Even if you're just trying to start out with makeup and you use a little bit of green eyeliner across your lid, and over top, like, see how I have black liner on. If I was to take a green liner or a blue liner and apply it right above it, or just in a corner, you're starting to wear color. That's good. Or this is a lot. I mean, I'm wearing a lipstick for real. I think it's amplified. Yeah. So it is a lot of color. I love this color. We're gonna get into that a little later. But even if you just take a little bit with your fingertip and just dab a little bit on, and you have just a slight stain on your lips, you're doing it. You're wearing color. So good job, good job, good job. But play, practice. Please, 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 please don't feel confined by anything that you do, anything that anybody tells you. You can use a lip brush for an eye brush if you want to. You can use a foundation brush on your lid. Okay. See, I don't like saying that, because then people will have this fat brush like this trying to put their like eyeshadow on. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't feel that you can't use an eyeshadow for a blush. Blah 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 blah. Things like that. Just think about what you're doing, see if it's relevant, and then try it. I'll say it that way, because I can only imagine what I'm gonna see when I say this. So anyway, that brings me to the land of makeup fun, which is MAC Pro. So MAC Pro is there's 3 sectors. There's a MAC counter, there's a store, and MAC Pro. The MAC counters have the minimal things. You will find your eyeshadows, you'll find your lip gloss, your lipstick, blah 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 blah. That's cool. You'll find that basic MAC collection. Then when you get to freestanding MAC stores, you'll find more brushes, more eyeshadows. You'll find more lip products. You'll find more exclusive collections that just come to the MAC store, like the couture collection they come out with at the end of December. Or maybe that's before December, I can't remember. It'll come out specifically there. Or you'll find tons of stuff at the MAC store that you won't find at the counter. But when you get to MAC Pro, you get to this whole world of makeup that you might not have seen. So when you go to the goodbye section on MACcosmetics.com and there's certain products that you loved that you can't figure out why they're getting rid of, sometimes they go to MAC Pro. And MAC Pro is basically for the artist, the makeup artist, the entertainer, for products that you might not necessarily need for everyday use or occasional use. You might be, a clown or something, and you need white makeup all over your face. You would get a white chroma cake or a paint stick and use that. These are MAC Pro exclusive items. And I went to MAC Pro the other day, 2 weeks ago, with Billy B, and got a few things that I had been looking at for a long time. So we'll start from the beginning. Violetta Lipstick is what I'm wearing on my lips now with current lip liner. This is a purple creamy lipstick that was made exclusively for Cirque du Soleil. And if you don't know what Cirque du Soleil is, watch Knocked Up and you'll figure it out. Only if you're over 18, please. But I was sitting there watching the movie like, I wonder if I'm going to see anybody in Violetta Lipstick by MAC. But anyway, that's that. It was made exclusively for that. I heard about this back at the Heatherette event, like in March or February or whatever, and had to get it as soon as it came. Also, remember Dazzle Glass? Dazzle Glass were permanent in store. Well, I don't know about freestanding stores, but at MAC Pro, they're definitely there. I bought these 2. They had the full stock. So I have now Date Night and Money Honey, which I didn't have either of these. So I'm going to apply Date Night right over Violetta. And you can only get these at MAC Pro stores. And there are pro stores all over the country. If you go to macpro.com, I believe there's like 7 in the United States or whatever. But you can call the stores, and they will ship the products to you. And like here, I have the New York City number, and the number is 212-229-4830. Call them and look on macpro.com. You'll see the exclusive products, and you can write them down, say you want them, and unless you have a pro card, you can't order them online, but you can call the store and they will ship them to you. I did this plenty of times before I got a pro card. Also, this is fun. This is the lash mixing medium. You see all the mixing mediums that we all use. The water-based mixing medium for working with, your shadows and pigments and blah, 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 blah. This is a lash mixing medium. So you can use this creamy stuff here, and you mix a pigment or whatever you want inside it, but I like to use pigments. And let's say you want green mascara. You take that green pigment, mix it in, use a disposable mascara wand, and apply it, and you'll have green mascara. They also have one for eyeliner, which is awesome. And you just mix it together and make an eyeliner out of it, which is really, really fun. I also bought, let me see how much time I have. Almost none. Okay, so I also bought, this is full fuchsia. I wore this in a video a few minutes ago. It's a cream color base. Very pretty color. I really like this color. I used it as a stain. I'm going to use it on my cheeks. It's just bright and sexy, and I love it. But the thing that I cannot get enough of is Azalea blush. This blush, I'm going to put it on. This blush is so freaking pretty. It's got this like monochromatic look, which you can't really see, but when you look at it in real life, you can tell that there's going to be some sexy sheen or color to it. And I'll just use a bit so you can see. You're not going to be able to see it. I mean, how gorgeous it would be.